My name's Andy and I'm a compulsive gambler. Last bet, 14th of April 2007. Hi guys, welcome to Back to Normal now, 9 p.m. on a Sunday. Hope you're all well. I've had a very busy red face, but I'll explain a little bit later. Doing fine. Like I say, I had a good week. I've not been able to get to any GA meetings, but it's what it is with work and things like that. So unfortunately, um, yeah. Uh, did my Ramathon today, the Derby Half Marathon today. Got around in 1:49, which was a fantastic achievement, especially in a unicorn themed fancy dress. There's photos everywhere on Twitter and videos and whatnot, as ever. And thank everyone for who sponsored me. I've raised over £270 so far, which is great. Hi guys, hi Dave, hi Lois. Hope you're all well. Um, yeah, so been very busy and very tiring as well, so to speak. As you can see, I'm outside today because it's quite lovely weather here in the UK at the minute. It's 9 p.m. over here. It is very beautiful. Just sitting in the back garden having a little drink. But yeah, busy, busy, busy with work, everything really. Um, I'm happy. I'm very chilled, very relaxed. Like I say, I love my running. Helps me stay focused. Hey Nathan, you alright mate? Romeo, even. But yeah, so I'm very, very relaxed, chilled, and I've had a good weekend really with it all and stuff like that. So I'm happy, very happy. Hi Demon, hope you're aware. Barred, I'll just ban you. But I am fair game for my views, fair game for my comments and things like that. So it is what it is. Like I say, I'm happy and good. I've seen something in the press today regarding a 13-year-old racking up 80 grand's worth of gambling debt on his dad's credit card, which is wrong beyond belief. Yep, Demon, if you want to enlighten me, mate, if you want to private message me, you can do. Hi, Scott, hope you're well. Yeah, I saw in the People today, the newspaper in the People, and yeah, 80 grand on a credit card at 13. Here's a bit wrong. Dad is what it is. I think it proves to show credit card gambling is a no-no for me. It's a no-brainer to ban credit card gambling. Um, Affordability checks and stuff like that. Nah, don't want to turn the UK into a nanny state where uh, you can gamble on based on like a credit check and things like that. Why? Why? People who are poor and people who are rich suffer from gambling addiction, suffer from alcohol addiction, drug addiction. Why should it be different classes have different things? Hi Darren, hope you're well. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. All good here, but I don't agree with affordability checks and things like that. And I've seen some stuff on Twitter today which I'm a bit unhappy about with on that regard about talking about the gambling commission and things like that. It's a tricky job to do. It's a hard job to do, and there is some very worthwhile campaigns out there. I'm not. Yeah, it will do. I mean, like I say, I've got 60 grand. I had 60 grand debt, Scott. I'm down to my last 6 grand roughly. I've paid every penny back. I've not wiped any debt off. I'm not saying it's wrong to like wipe your debts away and things like that in one sudden rush and make life a bit easier for you. But uh, I've worked hard to work back where I've got to, and I'm feeling good with it and stuff like that. And I I like to say I'm paying back the actual date for what I've done and all that. Like I deem it. I know I've not heard no date on the FOB stakes at all. Um, it'll take time, and imagine. I think it is no date, no set date on it or anything. But I'd imagine the news and people in the press will pick up long before everybody else does anyway. So we'll see what happens. Well, like I say, I'd rather see a lot more money going into education, especially into the younger end, a bit more into prisons and stuff, especially for addictions in there. And like I say, just all round help. There is plenty of help over there. As I say, Scott, yeah, I do the same. I went through step change, but now I just do go off my own devices now. But it's the right and correct way to do it, I think, and it helps with your credit rating when you want to like probably purchase a house or a car or something in the long run. Yeah, it's 5-6 years of pain, but it's worth it. It very much is worth it. Hope everyone can see me quite clearly on here. I'm sitting outside today. I have got a single malt in hand, so I'm pretty good. Yeah, so I just thought I deserved a little drink today after a nice long run. As you say, Scott English step change is amazing. If anyone's not thought about like trying to sort their debts out and stuff like that, obviously give them a call or go on their website stepchange.org. They have fantastic free debt charity service advice and they help clear your debts and things like that. Uh, it is what it is, Romeo. I mean, that's what I do. I'd rather build my rating back up, paying my money back instead of completely writing it off and not having nothing, so to speak. I mean, luckily, that's very good, David. I mean, like you say, 85k in the hot, but you live at home and that's very good if you can pay that back in 6 to 12 months. Hope you can just stay away, mate. Keep staying away, and always imperative. Every day you stay away from gambling. That debt's only going to go one way, and it's down, not up. Definitely down. I can't stress that enough. It's like learning to take responsibility as well, and it's a great thing to do, really, in my eyes. Um, I'm like I say, with that, I'm not. That's good, Darren. Another person using step change. That's a fantastic thing. As a, like I say, bringing barriers in place and stuff like that. There is plenty of help out there in the UK. There is GamStop, which helps self-exclude and offer the sites and stuff like that. Also, you got GamCare, you've got Gams Anonymous, you've got quite a lot of places. You've got Gordon Moody, you've got Bet No More, you've got Beacon Counselling, you've got Better Futures. I hope Dan's here today watching. Just give you a bit of a plug there, mate. He's got a nice little website where you can go and get a bit of help as well. There's also I forgot what it's called now. There's a new one. If you follow Gambler Help on Twitter, that's Mike, and he has got his own website as well, and he's got trying to create forums and things as well. As you say, Scott, that's correct. That great idea. Telling David what to do there. That's maybe an idea for him, just in case he goes back and struggles. That's fantastic. Like I say, this is why I set up the vlog the way it is, so people can talk to each other, interact with each other. Like I always say, you're never alone. Absolutely never alone. I will be going to at least one meeting this week. I'm very happy to say one of my friends who's 5 years clean on the 31st of May. Mick is Serenity Man on Twitter, and he is absolutely fantastic. And it was great to see him do that. And I shame I couldn't get to the meeting. He's an actual, real, inspirational person. And if you ever get a chance to speak to him, it's Mick. He's the Serenity Man on Twitter. Give him a follow. He's a good person to talk to, and he's a fantastic guy. Proper blunt northerner. Proper blunt northerner. He's really good. Really good. But like I say, I'll be planning to get to a GA meeting this week. I'll probably be there on Thursday in Derby. So if anybody's watching locally or decides to have a bit of a venture out, so yeah, like I say, with like the written off and stuff and all that again, I've always been quite wary of writing off money, Romeo, because I think at the start as well, you're still trying to find more money, and you soon it won't take long to rack it up again, if you know what I mean. I did consolidating loans and stuff and all that lot. Within a few months, I was building it all back up again. Never closed my credit cards or anything. Never took them away or anything. I was still just building debt after debt after debt up. Um, that's why I chose the path what I've chose on. I know lots of people who do that. Like I say, I'm not saying it's wrong to completely wipe your debts off and stuff like that. Everyone's got a different way of doing things. People pay it off in full, people pay it off part. Everyone's different. As you say, David, quite correctly, I don't think I'd have learnt my lesson. Like I say, I tried to consolidate it all, but left all my credit cards open and then just started again. I do believe credit card bans is critical. I think gambling on credit cards is wrong, and hopefully one day it will be banned and stuff like that, if you know what I mean. as you say, David, yeah, consolidation, and just building it and racking it back up again, and that's how I was, and I got to 60 grand, and it got to the point where there was too much pressure. Yeah, exactly. They manage with Step James Scott. They manage your debt for you, deal with your creditors. They act as like the middleman, and yeah, true. They stop the interest in the most part as well. I mean, I didn't have no interest to pay on the debts, but I'm paying them back, and yeah, I had to sell my house to pay a large one off, and when the pressure got too much, but I've got a nice house now. Got a nice 3-story house, mind the washing, and live in a comfortable area, nice area in Derby. It's very nice and it's very relaxing. As you say, Scott, all you do is pay your monthly sum to them and they cut it up between your creditors. And the creditors are like Step Change because they are reputable, very reputable people, and it's a fantastic, brilliant thing that it is. So, but yeah, I'm pretty good. Has anybody got any questions for me at all? Well, let's get sip my scotch. Evening. Oh, brilliant. Great stuff, Toonami. I think you're first time I've ever seen you on here, so now debt free after 5 years of paying my consolidated debt. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm guessing you're clean as well for a long time as well, Toonami. Hope so. That is amazing. And like a little inspiring story like that, when you see that thing, final payment, fantastic. I had about, what, 9, 10 debts. I'm down to my last 3 now. It's getting there. It really is getting there. And you should be proud of yourself, Toonami. That's fantastic. Obviously, I know you're from Newcastle, for the benefit of anyone watching abroad, so so to speak. Yeah. Yeah, so it's been a busy week. Also, I mean, we've had quite a lot of news from our football team, Derby County, this week. Not the Frank Lampard, he's the manager of Derby. Sorry to rub that in, guys, but the fact that being sponsored by an online gambling company, which is 32 Red Poker. It is what it is. It is pretend. It is what it is. It's for under 18s can't wear the shirt with the actual sponsor on. There's gambling everywhere now. Gambling's normalised. I do believe in adverts after 9 p.m, but if a football club wants to choose to have that on the shirt, I've got no problem with it. I won't be wearing the shirt, Darren. I never wear one anyway, mate. I've always never wore colours home or away, Darren. So, so to speak. I'm always in my 3/4 length coat during the winter and stuff like that, and my skin is thinking I'm something off Green Street, except for the No Stone Island, obviously. But yeah, I did make a little video on Twitter about it, and quite a lot of people actually messaged me as well, asking how I felt and stuff and all that. Like, I actually went on local Radio Derby. They actually phoned me up at 6:45 in the morning, asking for an opinion on it and things like that. So yeah, it was quite a humbling kind of thing. Yeah, so it was really good, really. So I enjoyed it, talking about it and stuff like that. Oh yes, I know about that, Darren. Yeah, but yeah, it is what it is. I mean, you see what I've noticed on the armlets of it on the sides of the for the EFL clubs this year. There's a actual when the Fun Stop Stops sign on there because it's Sky Bet owned, but and stuff like that. Hi, Cosmic Kitty, you will be banned after I finish this video. Thank you. No, I don't think he'll be playing, mate. He's 40 this month, so next month, so I doubt if we're playing. But yeah, the Fun Stop Stocks logo is going to be quite big on the actual arms of the all EFL clubs this year. So another little positive thing. As I say, there is. Please do not let the troll speak. Don't let him get on with it. I exactly probably know who it is as well. So just ignore him and just let him get on with writing his bollocks, basically. Yeah, it is what it is with Derby. There's a lot of majority of Premier League clubs and Championship clubs. It is, yeah. So is what it is. Is what it is. It's my problem. I've got the problem with gambling. Millions of other people haven't. Romeo, just ignore. Just ignore, guys. Don't give him anything back. But yeah, it's pretty good. I'm feeling pretty happy, pretty optimistic with life, and yeah, work's busy, obviously. Just a cheap single malt, mate. I can't remember what it was now, but my best tipple is usually Lagavulin, mate. Lagavulin is my favourite. I like it, like a nice smoky peaty one, to be fair. Um, but yeah, I am very good. Like I say, if anybody's got any questions at all, hi Dan, thank you, mate, and thank you for your actual donation as well, Dan. I really appreciate that. Like I say, I'm a bit sore, but I'm all right. Hi, Krista Hannum. Nice to meet you. I think that's the first time seeing you. What's your views on Gamstock self-exclusion scheme? Yeah, it's a good thing. It's another layer to help people stop gambling if they're struggling as well. The more layers you have, the less chance you're going to gamble, and that's fantastic, isn't it? Really, it really is good kind of thing to do, and like I say, there is various ways to stop yourself from gambling. As I say, I mean, I'll give you the way you could go to get help, but obviously there is a Gamban app for online, Gamblock as well for online as well. It really is great. So yeah, there is plenty of help out there. Like I say, the more layers of barriers you can put in place, like I say, I don't think Elias, you think there should be a free version government supported? I do support probably a levy on the actual government on the gambling industry, where maybe, who knows, that might be a good idea, where it is like government supported. But end of the day, it has to be come from the person to stop and person to want to stop and find them barriers to get in place. I talk about time, money, and opportunity a lot. That triangle, break them links, and it helps. It really does help. As I say, I've heard a lot of people say GamStop's a really good thing. As you say, nothing's guaranteed though. You can put as many barriers in place, and you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it, so to speak. To pardon like my puns and things like that, but it's true. It has to come from the individual. Has to come from the person to stop. Have to want it enough as well. Be honest, tell your family, tell someone close. I can't guarantee the reaction, but it's better to be out than in, so to speak. And then that's when you can really start recovering and really can start knuckling down on your recovery and things as well. It really is an actual blessing, if you know what I mean. Believes me. As just hope people don't go online and empty the bank accounts. Well, I think online's like I say, I read somewhere everywhere where it's like £600 a second going on at the minute in the UK, and I think it's a nominalised gambling. This £2 actual, the actual £2 limit thing has actually probably pushed more people online. I think it will, I genuinely do. I devoted some time this week to unsubscribe from any related emails and get in alongside. It is a pain, Dan. I mean, I'm lucky. I'm quite good with all that stuff, so I'm lucky. But there is another thing as well called TPS Online. That's a general one, really. It's like when you're filling for any application form as well. If you put in an email address or put in your number, phone number, and everything like that, you start receiving cold emails and things like that, and cold phone calls. It takes 28 days, but you just got to be careful to unsubscribe from things when you apply for things. You know, tick that box. But that should stop everything. And that's a free service, TPS Online, and easy. Exactly, Krista. Exactly. Yeah. One registration stops them all instead of having to like go through each one. It's fantastic, isn't it? These guys are not tested it for obviously. I've done the same down with my emails. Good, good. Exactly, Toonami. I completely agree. I don't think it will do anything either. I think it will push more people online. If you think somebody in the throes of being an addict, telling them it's okay to gamble at £2 a spin,
I don't. Hi, Krista. No, I haven't done it yet. Surprisingly enough, I'm a. I like to. Like I say, I don't carry a lot of money around with me at all or anything like that. Really, take away all the opportunity away from it. Really. So I haven't done it personally, but especially for people who are starting out. I mean, when I stopped over 11 years ago, I had nothing like this. So I've kind of like carried on with my own kind of tools and barriers and in place really. But something like that is amazing, especially for people who are brand new into it all and the explosion of online gambling and things and other things. It's a no-brainer for me, for people. Maybe I should do it, but I know I'll do. Exactly, Dan. Fantastic. Yeah. But the spots have always been £2 max per normal spin, and you can spin every 3 seconds. Like I say on the, as you say with that, hang on, Toby, I'll be with you shortly. But the slots have always been £2 max per normal spin. You can spin every 3 seconds, precisely, and you look how much you can do online as well. At a flick of a button, you see the streams and stuff I've heard about, and it's crazy on there. What's that bank account that stops you gambling, Toby? That is monzo.com, I think. You have to apply for it first. Is it Monzo or Monzo? It's something like that, and they're trying to develop software to do that. So, yeah, go for it. That'll be a fantastic good blocker as well for people who are struggling and who are still fairly new to it all. I'm just going to stand up a bit, boys and girls, because I'm a bit sore and I need to walk my legs around a bit. So I'm all good. I'm just doing a bit around my garden. I'm not sure, Toby. What I would do is go on their website and have a look. But I do believe they are developing something rather big with it all. And because I mean, I used to work for a credit card company, and you can see like because you have like little codes to tell you what kind of stuff there is actually on it, if you know what I mean. And what actually happens is basically you have a transaction code, and you can tell if it's gambling or not. And I think they'll be able to develop some sort of software to block things for you. Okay, Toonami, yeah, okay. Poker was my massive problem for me. Hi, Master Casper, nice to see you again, waving back. I think I'm booked 50 point, went booked for... thing is, though, I think if you won a lot of money, Master Casper, that would have been a lot worse for you, so to speak. Winning for someone who's struggling with gambling is probably the worst thing. No worries, Toby. Like I say, I got nice to see people completely ignoring the idiot on here at the minute, and I know who you are, but you can have your fun somewhere else eventually. It's nice to see so many people interacting, and like I say, that's the way I've set up this vlog really, and it's fantastic. It's great to see, and it is great. No, I'm not going to expose him because that's all he wants. All good, and it's not my style either. Yeah, I do believe it is a proper bank account, Darren. It's a very different kind of thing. Obviously, it's a bit more online. It's very much online. I think it's similar to. Oh God, isn't there one? I can't remember what it was called now. So, but yeah, it is a fantastic kind of thing. Like I say, there is ways. The technology is there to stop gambling on a bank account. There is. No, I don't think it is a prepaid card. Is it? Is it? But they're handy as well to have the prepaid cards as well. They're good tools as well to like help with gambling and things like that and stuff like that. So, hi Tom, thank you for the unicorn, mate. Yeah, Demenis, be careful with your police involved, mate. I don't think you realise how many people are on here. No, dude, it's all full current account with a MasterCard debit card. That's fantastic. It does take a while to rebuild, but I can rent a house, I can pay for holidays and things, pay things by direct debit, get mobile phone now, Luke. Nice for you to give me the questions, stuff like that. It does takes a number of years, but it rebuilds slowly. What I would say is try and go on clearscore.com, and then they'll give you a score and everything and all that. Like, it's like a free service, clearscore.com, and that'll show you if you can get loans and credit cards if you need them and stuff like that, and if you get car finance and stuff like that. So yeah, Master Casper. Yeah, just be careful, mate. I want you to make sure you're all right and things like that. Hi, Duflito. Hope you're okay. I don't think I've seen your stuff and all that. Sorry if I'm walking around. So I'm all good. Very happy and things like that. Money saving expert is good free experience score, like you say. Yeah. All good, all good. Per day now. I started to lose like 1,000, even more. 2 days. You've done 2 days. That's fantastic, Duflito. That's fantastic, mate. Really, really proud of you. That is great stuff. Really is great stuff. I hope you can keep it up, mate. I really do. Yeah? You got to keep at it. You really got to keep at it. Getting better slowly but surely. Defo is a long battle. Itch you can't scratch in case it costs you. Yeah, that's so much worse. Feel worse than ever. You're 2 days in. Have you got anywhere that you can get help at all? I'm guessing when you're seeing Euros, you're not from UK at. Yeah, keep going. As people saying, duh. A day can be a very tough time. It can be a very tough time. Does anyone have any ideas of how to block people on here whilst this is going live? Because I'm just getting bored of this idiot now, to be fair. Lose like 10. Yeah, everyone feels the same, exactly the same. So yeah. Yeah, I will do, Dan. I will do. Cheers, Tweel. I thought it would lose like 10, 20 and it will be fine. Yeah, I started the same way. And then you start just going nuts and nuts and get more and more time, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'll just block them in a bit anyway, so it's not the end of the world, to be fair. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, feeling really good, happy. Like I say, just a bit sore in my legs, and it was a very hot run today as well, so a few people collapsing, which is quite sad really, but they were alright, there's been no problems here, but it's quite a nice running derby for the half marathon, I think, because it's quite flat. You start off at the football ground, run around the city centre, then you run up a place called Elverson Castle, which is really nice, and then back down the river path and back towards Pride Park again, and yeah, had my photo taken plenty of times, got a few wolf whistles and things like that, which is quite funny, if you know what I mean. So, all good. That's a shame. Right, I am gonna. Hi Dan. I signed up to Gamble 2 weeks ago. Tomorrow I'm going to be 14 days gamble free. That's fantastic. Did you ever visit Dusk Till Dawn, Andy? No, I didn't. No, unfortunately not, mate. Unfortunately not. Oh, that's great. 2 weeks tomorrow, 14 days gamble. That's brilliant, Dan. Fantastic. Glad for you. Really glad for you. Well done, mate. As you say, day at a time, mate. Did you ever think you could go 2 weeks off at all, Dan? Back, even when you thought about it, even a couple of weeks ago, did you think you'll get that far? That is fantastic, mate. That is amazing. Listen to Mark as well, so proud, mate. Well done. I'm not sure if I've seen you before, Mark. Hello, if you're brand new here. But Dan, that is amazing. Yeah, take it on board, mate. Keep them barriers in place. You're doing well. You're doing really well, mate. Doing really well. Doing fantastic. Yeah, I thought you were new, Mark. So I have quite a lot of regulars, you see, so it was nice to see new people, and that's fantastic to see you. Hello there. I hope you're doing well, and I hope I can... That's brilliant. 3 weeks gambling free. Fantastic, mate. Well done. Pat yourself on the back, because we don't do that enough. We don't do that enough. I hope you can get yourself some health do flitter, yeah? You've done 2 days, yeah? So far. Make it to that 3rd day. Then just keep going 1 day at a time, honestly. I know it's Nathan. Well done, mate. 11th, 2 months thanks to you, mate. It's brilliant. Well done. Well done, guys. Thank you very much, Mark. I really... you help yourself as well. It's all down to yourself. It's all down to you as well. As I say to everybody. Master Casper, listen to this, guys. One thing that helped really was I planned out routes that didn't go near buckets harder than these last few years with buggers everywhere. But you're not the only one, you know. I know a lot of people who I've talked to through GA meetings and elsewhere that plan different routes. It is quite amazing. It's another thing I'd say as well, when people saying, when they do ask for help and stuff like that, and I say, why don't you try GA? And they say, oh, it's too far, and I don't want, it's too far to go, this and that. But I know from my time, it wouldn't stop me going 20-30 miles to probably go and have a bet somewhere else. So why don't you try and take that 20-30 miles to go to a meeting for an hour and a half, 2 hours? That could save your life, basically. Simple as that. Gamban, once you've done it 1 day, you know how to do it every single day, 1 day at a time. How did the race go? Yeah, I did it in 1:49:55 in a unicorn themed fancy dress. It was hot and sweaty, about 5 minutes off my personal best, but I managed it. It was about 24-25 degrees out, and not a lot of cover either, so it was red hot. But I managed it, and I did all right, and I'm fairly experienced in half marathons now, so I can get myself around quite well with minimal training. But I did quite a bit of training for this one this time. Brilliant, Dan. That's, if you want any advice, listen to Dan, what he's done. He drives 2 hours a week for one GA meeting. It's a pain, but he enjoys it. Can't risk not doing it. Like I say, that's where he gets his help and talks to other people who are in a similar situation to himself. That is a fantastic achievement, Dan. Put yourself on the back for going. Thank you, Toby. Yeah, well, cheers, mate. Cheers, Darren. I'm a bit faster, but great to chat every Sunday. Well, brilliant, Dan. Take care, mate. Yep, Luke. Gamban's fantastic. 10 quid a year. No problem, Mark. See you soon. In fact, I'm probably going to get head off now because it's just starting to get a bit dark here. So I'm going to sign out now, guys. So my name is Andy. I'm a compulsive gamer. Thank you for a very good vlog. Really appreciated that. Take care.